test your concept. First question, the multiplicative inverse of 0 does not exist. Okay, first we will check it that the multiplicative inverse. Suppose if it is a, so for a, multiplicative inverse is multiplicative inverse of a is 1 by a. So what they asked, multiplicative inverse of the 0. So suppose in the place of if I take 2, its a multiplicative inverse is 1 by 2. If I take 0, so 1 by 0. What is the meaning of the 1 by 0? 1 by 0 is not defined. 1 by 0 is not defined, because see, if I do division by the 0, see 0 1s are 0, same number exists. 0 2s are 0, same number exists. Means it is not possible. So 1 by 0 is not defined. 1 by 0 is not defined. Means we cannot say. So the question, the multiplicative inverse of the 0 does not exist. So answer is true. Second question is, division by 0 is not defined. So what is the meaning of the division by 0? Means you want to divide it by 0. Suppose 2 divided by 0. So it is 0, 2. 0 1s are 0, 2 only. 0 2s are 0 only. 0 3s are 0 only. So it is a meaningless, because the same, what is the dividend, we are getting every time the same. We are getting the same. So then it is a meaningless. So division by 0 is not defined. Not only for the 2, suppose even whatever the number you take, suppose 11 divided by 0, you will get the same answer. See 0 1s are 0. I am getting the same. What is the dividend? That only we are getting here. So it is a meaningless. Means division by the 0 is not defined. So answer is true. Answer is true. Third question, division is commutative for integers. Before going for the question, commutative property. Commutative property means what? See, in a division, I am taking in a division. A divided by B equals to B divided by A. A divided by B equals to B divided by A. Is it true or not? Means what they given, division is commutative for the integers. So integer set already everybody you know. So that is indicated by them capital Z. So 0, so plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2 up to the infinite. From that, any two numbers you want to take. Suppose I am taking A equals to 4, B equals to 2. If we come for the RHS, B now is a 2, A is a 4. If you write that 4 divided by 2, here this is 2 divided by 4, means 2 upon a 4, 4 upon a 2. So 2 1s are 2 2s are. So 2 1s are 2 2s are. Here it is 2 by 1. Here it is 1 by 2. See, 1 by 2, 2 equals to 1 by 2. 2 is not equals to 1 by 2. So division is commutative for integers is false, because LHS not equals to RHS. So finally answer is we can write that false, because the division is not satisfied, because LHS not equals to RHS. Fourth question. The sum of any two proper fractions is an improper fraction. Okay. I will take two examples here. See, proper fraction. Proper fraction means, suppose if I take 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4, okay, when the denominators are the same, I can take directly, but numerators I can add. So this is 2 by 4, it's equals to 2 ones, it is 1 by 2. See, this is a proper fraction, this is a proper fraction, the answer is also proper fraction. But it will come always no. See here, the same thing I am taking 1 by 4, okay, plus 5 by 6. So if we do here 4 comma 6, here we can do in this one in a two methods, making the denominator equal. So for that I am taking the LCM, 2 table, 2 2s are, 2 3s are, so 2 into 2 into 3, so that's 12. To make the 12, first I am multiplying and dividing by the fraction by the 3, second one by multiplying and dividing by the 2. So now it becomes 3 by 12, and this is 10 by 12. Now it becomes C 12. So 3 plus 10, it's equals to 13 by 12. See, this is a proper fraction. This is a proper fraction. Sum is now this is a improper fraction. Improper fraction means if the given statement, if they given any statement, then that statement must and should be satisfied for all the cases. So but here the sum of any two proper fractions is an improper fraction. So but in this case it's a right, here it's a different. So that's why answer is false. Because one time we got the proper fraction, one time we got the improper fraction. Fifth question. The product of the proper and improper fraction is less than that improper fraction. So here I am taking the 2. So product of a proper. So proper means I am taking 1 by 2. Product means what? Into. And improper fraction. Improper fraction means numerator is greater than the denominator. So proper fraction means denominator means a numerator is less than the denominator. See, first one I taken the proper fraction, second one I taken a improper fraction. It's a product. So product means into. So now it becomes a 1 3 is a 3, 1 2 4 is a 2 2 is a 4. So 3 by 4. What they asked, saying the improper fraction is less than the improper fraction, means this value is less than this one they are asking. Okay, once we will check it. So here 3 by 4, this is answer, and question is 3 by 2. This must and should be less than this one. So to make it the denominator equal, I am multiplying this one and dividing by the 2. Now it becomes 3 by 4. It is 6 by 4. See, 3 by 4 is less than 3 by 2 because this value I am writing here means the given statement is true. Got an idea? So answer is true. Sixth question is 2.3458 into 1000 equals to, we want to find out, they given that 234.58. Is it correct or not? We want to check it. So LHS I am going to solve. See here, this if I remove decimal and if I write say decimal means 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 digits are there, 4 zeros into 1000. So this is one technique. 3 zeros cut. So now answer became 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 by 10. So 10 means 2, 3, 4, 5.8. But see the given answer, this 2345.8, but answer is 234.58. So it's false. The next one is 34 divided by 10,000. So already we know. See, I am checking this RHS. See, the total number is this 3 zeros and 3 4 divided by decimal means 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. So 34 by LHS equals to RHS. When LHS is equals to RHS, we can say this is true. So here according to convenience we will solve. In general we will solve for the LHS, but here according to situation you can solve it. Eighth question. Fractional numbers cannot be represented on the number line. So we'll take an example. Suppose 1 by 2. Here 0. Here I am taking 1. Okay, 2, 3 this side, you can take this side, you can take the negative numbers. Okay, if I take here this side -1. Okay, so it is extending in the both directions. Now 1 by 2 means in between of the 1 and 2, 1 by 2 is there. In between of the 0 and 1 by 2, 1 by 4. In between of the 0 and 1 by 4, here this is 1 by 8. So all the fractional numbers are able to represent on a number line. So given statement is false. So what the given fractional numbers cannot be represented on the number line, but we can. False. Ninth question. The square root of a negative number is irrational. Before going to the problem, once we'll recall the knowledge of what we have. Irrational numbers. Before that, the rational numbers. Rational numbers means the numbers which are in the form of the p by q, where the p comma q are the integers and q is not equal to 0. That form numbers are called rational numbers. Here they asked about irrational numbers. The numbers which we are unable to write in the form of the p by q. That numbers are called irrational numbers. So now the question is, the square root of a negative number is irrational. Once I will take one example here. Suppose I am taking -4 and it's a root. If I write as like, then I can split this one into 2 into 2 and I can write this -1 also. -1 into 2 into 2. 2 times is there means 1 time I can bring outside. So that is 2. And root -1. Root -1 value is I. So I is called a imaginary number. So root to -1 is a imaginary. So here answer is imaginary number. So the square root of a negative number is irrational. So it is a false. Tenth question. The additive identity element in the set of natural numbers. So when you are reading the question, we can identify very easily natural numbers. Okay, for your to recall your knowledge, I am writing that natural number set. Natural numbers will start from 1 onwards. So 1, 2, 3, 4 dash 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 up to infinity. Additive identity element. What are they asked? Identity. Identity element means what? In addition. Additive identity means in addition. For word number, if we add word means for a number, if we add another number, we should get the first number itself. Okay, as like any number is there here. Generally, if I add for the, suppose 1 plus 0 will become a 1, 2 plus 0 will become a 2, 0 plus 5 become a 5. Means here the 0 is called the additive identity element. But in the natural number, 0 is not exist. In the natural numbers, 0 is not there. So for this statement, what we want to write? The additive identity element in the set of the natural numbers is does not exist, because 0 is not there. So that's why we want to write that does not exist. Next one, a fraction in which the numerator is greater than the denominator is called. I think everybody know. See, numerator, denominator. So they ask numerator is greater than the denominator. So then it will become a improper fraction. Numerator is greater than denominator. So that is a improper fraction. 12th question. The sum of an integer and a proper fraction is a dash fraction. So here integer, suppose 1 plus proper fraction, so 1 by 2. I can write that is 1 by 2. So then I can write this is a mixed fraction. Suppose 2, you can take one more example. See, 2 plus 1 by 3, it will become 2 1 by 3. Means after doing the simplification also you will get to see this is 2 1 is 2 plus 1 3 by 2 you will get. Suppose if anyone have the doubt, means I will solve it. See here 1 plus 1 by 2. What I am doing here, multiplying and dividing by this fraction by 2. So 2 by 2 plus 1 by 2. It leaves see downside denominator 2 only. This is 2 plus 1 3. 3 by 2. We can write in the form of mixed fraction. So that's why I taken directly. It's a mixed fraction. 13th question. The product of any two proper fraction is always dash fraction. Proper fraction. Proper fraction means, see, 1 by 3, 1 by 2. See, numerator is less than the denominator. Numerator is less than the denominator. So both are the proper fractions. Multiplication. So product. Product means what? Multiplication. 1 1 is a 1. 3 2 is a 6. See, numerator is less than the denominator. So it is a proper fraction. Proper fraction. 14th question here. 0.2 into 0.3 means here what we want to do? We want to do the product of the two numbers. So we can do in so many methods. See, in the basic method, what you know that I will show. This into method, you know that. So 3 2s are 6. 3 into 0 0. 0 into 2 0. 0 zeros are 0. See here decimal 1 place. Here also decimal afterwards 1 place. Total together, if we add here the decimal after the 2 places. So from which side? From this side. Because here also we counted as like only. So from this side. So now this is a 6 0 0. Decimal after how many digits? 2 digits. 1 2 here. So answer is 0.06. In another way also we can do. See here the 0.2 into 0.3. Suppose you can write this is 2 by 10 and this is 3 by 10. So now 2 are the fractions. So numerator into it is not a plus. Plus means you cannot do. Into you can do. So that is 2 into 3 by 10 into 10. So now it becomes 6 by 100. 6 by 100 means 0.06. In both the cases we will get the same answer. It is a 6. Got an idea? Fifteenth question. The decimal form of a proper fraction whose denominator is multiple of 3 is a dash decimal. Okay. So denominator 3. So then what type of the decimal we will get? We will check it. See with the 3. See 1 it won't go 0. So then 0. 1 minus 0 1. Decimal. One more 0. 3 3s 9. 1 remains. So after decimal, so I can keep 0. 3 3s 9. So 1. So once again 3 3s 9. So it's a go on. So this decimal is called say 0.3 bar. Means that digit 3 is recurring. So we say this decimal is a recurring decimals. So answer is here. A recurring decimal. Sixteenth question. 1.99999 as like continuation. Okay. So we can represent this one in recurring decimal. So I am writing this 1.9 bar. So I want to represent this one into the fraction. It's a very easy. Yeah? See here. Write the total digits. So 1 9 minus the digits not having the bar means the digits this 9 is repeating na. Repeating means upside what I kept a bar. So except that remaining the digits, except this remaining digits is 1. Okay. Next condition. See the how many digits having the bar. Okay. That many 9s. Here only one digit having the bar. So that many 9s. So decimal afterwards how many digits are not having the bar. But here there is a no digit. So our answer completed. So this is 19 minus 1 18 by 9. So 9 ones 9 twos answer become 2. So 1.9999 is approximately equals to 2 by 1. So 2 by 1 means it's equals to 2. Here one example I will give my own. Once everybody you can observe the same number I'm taking, but see 98 98 98 as like continuation. See here we can write this 98 bar because 2 digits are repeating, so that's why the digits which are recurring means which are repeating, that 2 digits I kept here the bar. So now simple, write all the digits 198 minus the digits not having the bar not having only 1 here. So next how many digits are having the bar, that many 9s. So 2 digits having the bar, so that's many 9s. Decimal afterwards no digit is there without a bar, so it's enough. So this is 197 by 99 as like we can do. So this one I taken for just for giving you the extra information.